Alright, everyone. Welcome back. We'll begin starting in just a second here, but first, like always, a quick head, then we get started. So I'll see everyone in just a few minutes here. Hey, Neon. How you doing? We'll get started here in just a second. Oh. Congratulations on being first. How you been? How's your Friday going? Pretty good. Obviously, you know, ready to get back into this, but also been planning the 24-hour stream for tomorrow. So, good. By the way, quick heads up if anyone has any game recommendations you'd like to see for that. Today's the last day. So make sure to let me know. Either in the Discord or heck, even in chat. But good to hear you're doing good, Neelan. We'll get back to the raiding and the siege in here in a moment. I did, get a bit of money off screen. Peppa Pig came. So we got Peppa Pig and Hello Kitty here. As two of the requested. They do indeed help. Alright. Well, let's get the money off stream. A certain noble escape that we'll have to recapture here. But I think it's about time we move on one of their cities. I think ours is decently defended. Time to move on to theirs. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow, actually. I hope I can actually sleep beforehand, and not have a repeat of what happened last time. Of me getting like 3 hours of sleep and going, that's enough. It was certainly not enough. I will be starting it at just the standard time of 1:30 CST. Just where's the roguelike? Well, Hardy, sadly, the one you recommended is actually on the PC Game Pass. I'll have to take a look and see if that's included. It does look like a lot of fun, though. If it is included, maybe tomorrow. Even if not, I may actually be getting that one. That one looks like a lot of fun. Also, that emote is absolutely amazing. I need to get working on some animated emotes like that. Oh, we definitely need to get a head start on the sieging here. I think the Kuzites here are tired of the Sturgians.
Stop there. Who?
Did it also involve you maybe doing a bit of privateering on the side? I mean, you could call it space hauling through hostile territories. That's one way to describe it, right? Also, I just realized that he's actually an animated emote. What the heck, Neon? I just noticed off the corner, or out of the corner of my eye, the ball is actually moving there. I can understand it.
I'm in command.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, you did, I think. Have you tried the roguelike mode first? Alright, let's charge in here. And not get charged by the cavalry. Alright. Hold on, someone's charging online. Need to solve this real quick. There we go. Fair enough. There we are. Alright, and finally the commander. I thought they would actually go past me there for a second. Hey, this isn't quite long enough. That is how it goes. There we go. Anyways, that's all the things other than infantry here. Let's quickly start cutting through. You know, dealing with the problem, as it were. I do not know. I actually haven't played Rogue Trader personally. I would honestly probably say it would have to be the Mechanicus companion, probably. If I had to take a guess between them. It's definitely on the playlist. You're being generous with 2030, but no, I do need to return to either Kingmaker or Wrath of the Righteous. Whichever one you guys would like to see more, to be honest. I need to beat both of those still. I need to stop picking up our CRPGs and then putting them down. It never ends well for me. Alright. Prisoner time. It could, and I still remember a bit of stuff to make it go a little bit quicker in some ways. For certain parts. It is better. If, this is a big if, but if, Kingmaker had a lot of the systems that Wrath of the Righteous added, I would probably say it would be better, but with the systems and how it's structured, I don't know. I also like the story of Wrath of the Righteous a lot. I guess it really depends on what you're in the mood for. That too. Who was wearing a turban in the Nordic, like, group here. Hold on. Who's wearing a turban up here? Let alone a legendary one. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. I don't know where it came from. I can't say I didn't think the same for a very long time, to be honest. Alright, well, Braced is the only one that affects me. Let's go with that. Yeah, I'm leveling Params now. Got just enough when I was getting the money here from attacking one or two bandits to get to the armor piercing here, so may as well get the other two handed up. Oblivion is one of those where it's grounded enough in its visuals that it looks similar. Like, it's very vibrant looking. But overall, like, the armor designs and everything aren't truly out there for most of them.
Well, here we are. I once thought
a lot of the weapons look
sacred,
relatively
but all
normal.
Sacred things are profaned in the end.
Let me get my coffee.
Kill you
Oh,
if I
I just realized. No one has mentioned it. But there we go. There we are. Ugh. But no, a lot of the visuals, like, other than being very bright and making it look a little painted, at least in the original release, look relatively normal. And also, Oblivion did have mainly, it did have actual wildlife. Because it had mountain lions, bears, wolves, just normal stuff you would see. Did I get anyone? Yep. I completely forgot about it when setting up here. That's twice now. I'm getting too used to this. But no, alright, Yoda fight. I guess that's a benefit. That's showing me just how much I'm actually getting used to the face cam.
I'm taking command.
Alright. But yeah, overall, like, the visuals and everything, and just the way... I hope not. I messed with it slightly. We'll see if it does. I think I got it to do it a little bit
around,
less.
Ask me, will the face cam blur? Ah, the age-old question of face cam blurriness. Well, if history is anything to go by, chances are it might just blur at the most inopportune time. Like when the Sturgians are crowning their new ruler, right when we all want to see that expression of triumph on the streamer's face. So, keep those fingers crossed.
There only
and hope
be
the
an
camera gods are
expression
feeling
of,
generous today.
just like, finally. They can stop, you know, losing the towns that should have been held. Very easily. Alright. And here come the axes. Ow. Let's see if we can get them to throw a few of them here. I should have been looking in front of me. I really should have. Oh. Well, our cavalry's just gonna, trot on over and probably ruin their day here a little bit. Yeah, they're already wanting to, like, retreat to the very top of that hill. Okay, hold on. Let's just do this. There. That may get them to, come off the hill just a little bit. As soon as he goes down, they're all gonna rush forward because he's their only ranged. I think they just lost the rest of their cavalry. Nope. Never mind, those horses aren't fleeing. Alright. There we go. Yes, as soon as the noble gets taken out, since he has a bow. To be fair, I'm playing on the Series X, but yeah, this game is actually, I will give it credit for how much is actually on screen at one time normally. It's surprisingly well optimized, I feel like. It doesn't lag overly anymore. And, like, you can have... Yeah, like, everything is on Xbox. Like, this is... the only time it lags. At least in battle. And it's more because it's going through the calculation so quick when you hit the fast forward button. But it's actually relatively stable now. Used to be worse, but they've done some major improvements. Alright. We'll go ahead and capture here. But, like, you can have quite big battles still. And the nice thing about this game, I will say, you can limit the battles in size. They have a setting to where you can turn it on to limit the number of troops in each battle to help with that. Alright, we'll upgrade these guys here. Not seeing anything at all, really. Let's just take the supplies then, and let's get to the siege in here. To me, the fun part. Well, the whole game's fun to me. But, I very much like my sieges. I like bringing down the walls and everything. Alright. Let me go ahead and re-equip these. Was messing with the crossbow there to get some skill in it while I was, riding around getting the money that we would need for sieging today. To pay the troops. Okay. Farms are leveling up mighty fast. Definitely want swing speed. That's just a must, but... let us go ahead and take swift regrouping. That'll help if we do need to abandon a siege, getting out of the way quicker. And still, like, kind of, being able to hold on. We'll leave that one for now. They're not such a large party I need to really worry. Let's see. So there's a noble in here. course, he escapes. Is noble in each of these? Let's just go ahead and try and take Sibber. And we'll see how that goes. Oh. Hold on. Don't mind me. Just go on your merry way. Oh. Okay, maybe the waiting for just a second there was the good call. And while they get decimated by the Crusades, let's go ahead and take out just a few more.
On my command.
Alright.
Warriors!
Let's go ahead and have you guys follow me.
Soldiers!
See, where are they moving? They're moving up a bit, so let's do this.
Soldiers! Move out!
Put them here. And just take one of them out. Alright, Alright. See if I can even hit anyone with these javelins. While leading the charge here. I absolutely love, like, the cavalry sound is just really good. With that, when they get close, that roar of hooves. Knock that Sturgian out. And go ahead and lead that charge through. Deal with his horse. Was trying to deal with him, but at least got the horse. Another cavalry charge here. The reason I'm taking it wide is that helps with the cavalry, like, get back up to speed here. And then they finally get into melee and it's not any better for them. Trying to avoid our friendlies who keep getting in the way. There we go. Now where's the last one? Fleeing. Okay. Oh, the cat emotes. Alright. Let's go ahead, level these guys up. We'll take the spearmen and the horse raiders. I don't need the Lamellar, but it would be nice in case we hire someone else. Or we have someone who doesn't have the armor. Well, of course, take the horses, take the supplies, leave all the small stuff here. I'm trying to think. I guess we'd let's lead this army of 600 out, or make sure to follow them and make sure they drop. And then we'll start the siege, if anything. Yeah, we definitely don't want the damage from mount or wall on mounts here. Because we want to get rid of them, and then, you know, when we inevitably capture the Sturgian king here, what do you guys think? Are we merciful today? Or is today a day of blood kind of deal? Alright, so they're sieging right there. That means that army shouldn't be too far. They're probably going to go this way. Don't mind if I just, you know, go ahead and deal with this real quick.
It's been a while.
You know, we're at war. Let's just, you know, go ahead and mop up the Sturgian nobles that aren't part of an army. Getting a bit of thunder here. Also, love that we got some rainy weather for this. Just looks nice. Alright. Keep. Javelin. I know, Hardy. I know. I promised a siege. We'll get to the sieging. Alright. I did take a look at that game, He Is Coming, by the way, Hardy. It's, you know, how I know it wasn't on the console version. It does look very fun. I'll have to look and see if I've got it bundled in. Even if not, I might still pick it up. Uh-huh. I was even looking over there. How'd that still get me? But it does look like a lot of fun. It actually looks very similar to some other games I've played. Like, honestly, not too long ago, off stream. Alright. Grab those. Alright, let's see. Got plenty of horses. I think we're actually good on horses. I may stop taking them soon. So we don't get any penalties. Especially after a big battle. But for now, let's take these. That'll keep getting the troops leveled up here. We're at least getting some noble steeds to, you know, level up the troops as well. Did I not confirm that? Oh, no, this isn't... Someone else got to level up. Okay, mounted range kills. You're an archer, it only makes sense. I don't see there aren't... Hold on. We're gonna go drop the nobles off for a moment. Because I'm not seeing that army of 600 we were watching go by us a moment ago. Where did they go? Did they get swallowed up by the Mongol hordes there? Or the Kuzite hordes in this case? Or, no, they're not over here. Something isn't right. I wasn't paying attention to the side or like the side of the screen there to see if they actually got captured. Alright, we'll go ahead and deposit these guys. You know, have just a nice list of nobles ready to sell if we need to. And that won't be getting in my way. Oh yeah, you know, while we're riding around here, I guess I should go through the current list of games I've got for the 24-hour stream tomorrow. Hey, Barnyard! Just in time to possibly add some games. But let's see. We've currently got... Yeah, the 24-hour stream is tomorrow. You may not have seen when I had mentioned it before. Oh. Yeah, they are sieging that. Okay. And there's the army once again just appearing out of nowhere. To go siege a castle as they lose a city. But yeah, there's one happening tomorrow that was the sub-goal. Fair enough. And hey, it's all good, Brian. I just didn't know if you'd heard me mention it or not. The current list of games I've got for it is Ninja Gaiden 2, Hollow Knights, Night Rain, Dark Tide, Cult of the Lamb, which would be the endless mode, Loop Hero, Blasphemous, Noida.
It's been a while.
If you guys wanted to see it, either, well, Armored Core 6 and Inscription. For both of those, it's a maybe, in case you guys actually wanted to see it. I mean, thank you guys for actually, you know, subbing and contributing to it, Brian. And Enter the Gungeon was the final one. Those are just what's currently on the list. As well as, may try a few of the, like, demos and that I may have been recommended. Like one, let me see. It was recommended a while back by Hardy, and I never got around to actually trying it here, I think. What was it? One King is Enough? Let me see if I can find it here. Give me just 1 second. Yeah. One king is enough. Okay, yes. Oh. Gungeon's a pretty good one, and it's one I like returning to. Keep shaking that tail, Hardy. It's such a great emote. Alright, you know we're at war. These guys literally, we've fought them enough. There is only infantry in their composition, so we're just bullying them here. As we clear the area.
Listen up.
Going through all the tales I see. Fair enough. Yeah. To be fair, I did not hear about that. Hold on, what? There's gonna be an Enter the Gungeon 2? Because I'm assuming you're not talking about an Escape the Gungeon 2. Since that was like their side project. That is... Okay, I need to go look into that. Because I really did like Gungeon. Even if I never... I guess I need to get around to completing it fully. Give me 1 second after the battle here and I'll take a look at that. Because I've completed a few runs in Gungeon before, but... Okay, fair enough. So, was it just announced then?
Forward!
Or is it just still to be decided? Because it's very early on in development, I'm guessing. Alright, you know what? We're holding that one too long. Okay. I am decent at the game, Chris. May have been. I actually missed the Xbox showcase, and I've just been getting clips of like what was shown off in it, basically. Okay, you know what? The Vol shear is coming out. Don't I know that feeling? When one of the cats is like laying on the other arm, just snuggling in like... I really can't be bothered moving them. They're too cute. Good reason. Not that you need one. That's as good as they come. Alright. And not a single person lost. So, pretty successful battle. I like how Hardy you waited till after I won the battle with the celebratory music to say nah. It reminds me of that one. It's like the only moment I know from the Angry Birds movie where it's the eagle sitting there doing like this pose and going, no. Just like puffing his chest out and everything triumphantly to say no. That is the one thing I know from that movie, and that's I haven't even seen the movie to know it. I just know the meme. I mean, you're not entirely wrong there, Hardy. To be fair, that javelin came out of nowhere. For both people. Alright. Take that little bit extra grain. Spicy and pointy. And sometimes just blunt. Really depends on what the catapult is. Or ballista. Alright. So they're sieging this. To be fair, that hasn't happened that often, so that means I just don't die in siege as much, right? Means I'm good at, you know, either taking or defending. The cities here, I mean. Just realize how that might sound.
I'd wish you peace and prosperity.
None of them got through the armor. We were just faking it for them. You know, give them some extra confidence so they charged in a little bit more.
My command.
Alright, this is... What did it just put me into? Hold on. Hold on.
Move.
I cannot see anything through here, so you know what? Let's go ahead and see if there's a clear spot for our archers here. Even remotely, like right here, that works. Just to be sure.
Hear me.
Let's go ahead and have these guys follow us. You know, as long as I don't catch a javelin, it'll be fine. I see, we're doing a okay. I see what happened. We're in a village here, so it's got the forest around.
Troops! Soldiers! Forward! Soldiers! Move out! Move!
Let's go ahead and put them right here. That should do it. As I, just ride through and casually eat a javelin. Ow, my health. Yes, it's gonna be a little awkward here. Just ride on through their troops, you know, don't worry about me, just, passing through here. Don't mind them either. They're just doing the same. As our archers get into position here. I probably need to do this just so I can actually see here. I say as I go right into a tree. Don't mind that. Okay. There we go. Just a little bit of troops here. Okay, and they're charging. Good. Didn't quite get that one, but it works. Alright, we're gonna have the infantry charge. That way the lines actually properly meet here. Alright, and since all our horses are in the way, let's do this. And let's go charge with the infantry. Oh, you messed up. If you don't get moving, there we go.
Warriors! Attack! Attack!
Let's just go ahead and order them to chase the cavalry specifically. Take a javelin back out just in case they try and go by us here. And last one's over there. But yeah, if anyone has any other games you want to add to this list, feel free. Sorry, I got completely distracted here with the fight. I was thinking about maybe adding a Dark Souls 2 randomizer to that list. Just the normal enemy count,
Enough.
as I've
I yield.
noticed from last time I attempted it. Don't worry, Smurf. You're gonna be getting your chance to set up the catapults here in a moment. As soon as we clear out the area. Let's see. Oh, these are our troop improvements here. Well, we start with trebs. Then we move to catapults so we don't break the walls. You know, for when we have to inevitably defend the area. But the trebs are the start. You are correct. Okay. I've never played Sifu too, so that'll be an interesting one. Trebs are awesome. I always love when the games have the built-in randomizer. Alright, let's just get rid of one of these guys, and honestly, I'm never gonna recruit the recruits here. Kind of. You can get really good at the game and just bully it, but it is very difficult from what I've seen of Hardy playing it, actually. And he seems like he's quite good at the game, too. The best way to put it, I would say, and how I've had it described and I've used to describe it, is it's a John Woo movie put into a game. But you definitely have to work towards it too. Like, it's definitely one of those games where it's like, it's got that massive learning curve, but it feels just right for it. For the type of game it is. Which makes sense, you know? Learning curve with martial arts, those two go hand in hand. Alright. These all nobles right here? No. Just this one is. So we're gonna go for him. That'll give me a chance. Oh, don't you make it. Hold on. We need him to get out of there. There we go.
Stop there, stranger.
We'll just send the troops for this one. These fights are taking a little bit of time, shall we say. You're now a prisoner. You know, standard. Pay the sum or go to jail and all that. Alright. You know, Smurf, you're probably not wrong with how some of these nobles are. You know, our own character luckily does not have the same issue, but in the sense of like they're not an established noble house, but like some of these nobles here, they seem like they would. I mean, you have the whole of Landia over there being called the Bannerlords as a joke. And also constantly riding around in heavy armor.
What do you want?
If only it worked like
Who are
that.
you?
Yeah, exactly. Just slowly form a hive mind of people there by slowly combining.
We are at your mercy.
Just hopefully the combination doesn't end up being like the Thing's idea of assimilation. That may not be too pleasant. Alright. Get just enough troops there. And don't care about the rest. Other than the supplies still. And the only reason I'm even caring about supplies is I know I'm about to go through a lot of them. Alright. That may have been enough defenses here. I'm gonna risk it. I knew that was probably... Just gotta make the left-handed or left leg joke. Gotta have the excuse for it. I see it. Amelia. Alright. Let's take the party size here. I'll actually come in real handy in a moment. And so will this. Now our people have a 50% chance to not, you know, eat dirt here. Permanently. Alright. Let's keep an eye out. Anyone getting any ideas? Their army's just passing me by? Okay. Okay. That wasn't a bunch of small nobles. That was a bunch of peasants with one noble leading them. Good. Oh, are we separating the legs into even, like, the joints there? Alright. I can get exactly 5 more troops, of course. Let's just tire all of them. Wait, we have lasers? Knee-mounted lasers. Interesting. There's one of my targets, by the way. I need to capture and give the royal treatment. Alright. He is wanting to attack us. You know what? No. I would need to... Okay, we're gonna do this. We don't see any other nobles coming by. That may be enough to get them to attack. We'll see. If I can go... Okay, good. He went away. Good. The reason I'm being cautious about that is... Yeah, I was about to say that. I messed up the placement there. The second... Well then. The second another noble party gets interested here, it's going to be a problem. Alright, so let's do this proper. The garrison's about to start dying off here. Okay, people. Alright. Here. I'll look at that real quick, actually. Let's see, Smurf, what'd you find? Wait, why'd we evolve into a bulldog? Or a pit bull there? In it... Fair enough. Alright, they're about to run out of food. Smurf, I think, yep, you just got another level of engineering. Let's go ahead and have you improve your sieging capabilities here. Let's give you some athletics as well. Gotta be lugging around the siege engines after all. Alright. Think we should be good now. We should have a majority of the siege engines here. Okay. Alright, their garrison should be running out. Ha. Okay. I need 2 trebs. We're literally just getting... We're about to have their garrison run out here. And we'll just attack. I'm gonna hire as many people to replace the ones we just lost during sieging. And it's time to assault the walls here as soon as the treb gets made. And this ballista. If we can afford to. Yeah, exactly. We're just doing this for the good of this city here. Alright. There we go. You know what? Yeah. Technically not wrong there. Our spice vendor with no armor is going to be going into the front lines. Alright, okay, so... what I'm gonna do... just, ride right on up here. Don't look at me, I'm not important right now. Okay, I can't get a good angle right there. We want to capture that so they don't have a ballista. Alright. Okay, good. They've got that handle. Let's just, climb up the ladder. You know, ready to throw no... I can't say I have. Oh. Ignore that. There we go. Shield bash our way through. How mean are we talking here? Jump off. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna let me get to the door right here. Oh, never mind. Someone already got to it. Alright. You quit it. Ooh. So it let you really decorate the area. Interesting. Just, you know, make your evil castle, look just right. Slowly make my way back over to the door. Okay. Well, they've shut the door. I mean, yeah. It's where you start playing, Where There's a Whip, There's a Way in the background, if you know that song from the one of the original, adaptations of The Hobbit. Alright. Okay, who's back here with a boat? As you do. Carrying that water's, you know, a lot of work. You gotta take breaks every now and then, otherwise, who's gonna be there to carry the water more? Alright, we need to get this open. Alright. Let's keep this up. There we go. Okay. Our troops are kind of hurting. Let's go ahead and call the retreat here. We don't have too many troops to be having, like, super bloody battles here. We took out a decent amount of their party. I also need to heal up here. Let's just grab them. Let's see. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Nealon. Don't mind if I do. Oh. There we go. Alright. Also, I should probably upgrade the spice trader here. Let's give you the armor here. No. Trust me, you'd be able to tell. Unless I've gotten that good at... Hold on. Someone to replace it, maybe? Is that what happened? Alright, let's go ahead. We're gonna take some of our stockpiles of armor here. Yeah. Gotta make sure it's that extra good stuff. This is slightly lighter, so we'll give her these. Wait, I'm famous enough to actually have my own, name for an alcohol? Didn't realize that. Good job, me. Alright, let's give you some mail. And let's get you with an actual weapon here. You will go ahead. You are already decent with crossbows. Let's give you this nice hickory crossbow. With a lot of bolts. I do like gin. So I wouldn't say no to that. Alright. And let's give you a horse just in case. You were supposed to be one of my traders after all, so... And we gotta go all the way back up because they, for some reason, separate the saddles and the horses. I don't know who. Now, if you can use it as an aftershave, that's how you know it's the real good stuff. Alright. Let's make sure there's actually no siege engines this time on their side. Nothing to see here. Totally not taking your city. Just case in point about nobles doing noble things in this game. City siege going on. They just completely ignore it. To take what looks like a castle back. Totally normal. Alright, let's get the actual siege engine up. Okay, it's getting a little hot here. In we go. They stopped ignoring me. I don't know. There's not a whole lot of... Well, actually, no, there is a lot of wood around here. Never mind. May work. Alright. It sounds like it should work. Where's the ladder over on this side? Hold on. There's supposed to be ladders on both sides of the wall. Do they have their door in a weird spot here? Okay. Let's help right here. There we go. You get off that. We don't need you on that. Okay, I can't actually throw over there. Yep. You gotta love ladders. Okay. They're just so very useful. Just let me through. You know what? Sadly, these guys haven't learned the tactics of hot oil. Okay, good. Quickly now. There we are. Let's get these open. All right. And, you know... He, knocked the stone out of my hand there. I was gonna say, let's use their own stones against them, but... Nope. Okay, come on, you guys. You got this. Doors are open. Please. I probably needed to take control of them and have them charge the doors, but we'll see. We're getting the wall of green. We just get reinforcements. No. Drop the siege. Oh, this is gonna end awfully. What would it take to, you know... Okay. One moment. What's lower in my, my speed here? Well, sadly... Oh, wrong thing. Sadly, I don't think we have anyone he's, related to here. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. Dump all our prisoners. See, we're probably still too slow right here. We've gotten a little bit ambitious here. Just maybe. Oh, how am I gonna get out of this? Maybe? Recruit just a few people?
Halt.
There we go.
Such a pleasant surprise.
Go ahead with that. Yep, yep. Most of our troops are still with us. Oh. And obviously we're in an area I can at least get more. Now, did they let them... They give up cyber? They should have had that if they attacked it. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna take a quick trip over here to restock. How bad did I lose inventory here? When it comes to... Okay, we still got some fine steel in that. We still got a decent amount of food. Let me put that fine light crossbow in someone so we don't lose that. Anyone currently using one? Those are kind of nice because you can use them on horseback. So we'll do that. We'll use those looters right there as quick army training.
We're just harmless travelers.
Yeah, we don't think so. There. Alright, that'll be good on infantry, I think. Let's take a quick peek into Britannia for a moment. Also, I saw who was leading the army. Well, you can't tempt him with anything. Maybe if we recapture him here, it may be time for the headsman to have another appointment made. Just maybe another king needs to get a special kind of haircut, shall we say. Alright. Yeah, I definitely need to take actual command there, by the way, of the army as soon as I got in, and have them move to the gate. That probably was the play. Alright. Keep leaving the supplies here, or the weapons here. I'm heading down to Valandia just for a moment to get some good ranged units. That's really the quickest that we can get to them. Either that or, you know, these guys right here. These, beautiful, beautiful fiends. Ready for war. We did annihilate the garrison there, which is a big thing, that they either had to really weaken their army, or that garrison's going to be gone when we go back and try sieging again. Because I don't learn my lesson when it comes to that. Clearly. Alright. Recruit just a few more of these guys. We'll hunt a few more nobles down around the area to get these guys trained up. Because they're still going to be all infantry. Sturgia has that problem of having no dedicated, ranged. Let's just get some of these guys here. Get right in there. That'll be a few more crossbowmen to mix in for some high punch. To our ranged. One more group of fiends and that should be good. Actually, we need 2 more now that we had the size up slightly. Yeah, that works. Just gonna grab all. Stop by here, drop off some of the stuff I've potentially crafted. Well, if I have it still. Some of the stuff so we can keep this army going price-wise, or money-wise. Let me just see if I've got the energy here. I do. So we're just gonna do 2 of these. And we're gonna have them, our companions here, decraft any of the normal weapons here. There. Good enough. Don't worry, we're just here for a moment. We're just stopping by to, you know, ply our trade of being a blacksmith. You know, kind of like you would if you had the skills back then. I mean, blacksmiths were very highly sought after, right? That's why they're willing to pay us so much right here. Alright. Let's get a few of those. Mm-hmm. Let's get a few of the horses, and then a bit of beer and meat for the troops. And all the grain, so, you know, we can try and, have these guys rebel. No, because I don't have enough capacity here to do that. We'll grab that. And anything else we want here? I guess a couple stacks of bodkins for any of our archers that we still need to upgrade arrows on. Take a quick trip right here. I'm hoping that army isn't moving towards... I see what happened. The Khuzaits went and started fighting with the Empire. But yeah, I'm hoping that army isn't moving towards... Actually, I kind of hope they do move towards Agoron. Because that would give me just a little bit of an extra advantage getting rid of them. Okay. We got some prisoners able to be recruited. Stop by right in here. And with that, we'll just grab a couple recruits. You can always use some more infantry. Clearly, I just had too much ranged. Not enough people ready to charge the walls last time. Hold on. I smell an opportunity. We're definitely going to want a ton of money here just in case I need to buy a bit of peace. I don't know why I'm taking a walk around town here. But I smell rebels. And where there's rebels, there's a free town ready to be taken. Alright. You'll just get one of the Masterworks. Masterworks all, you can't go wrong. Alright. We'll also go to grab another noble mount. Okay. So we're going to want to quickly get over here. This would give me a staging point and a city that Sturgia wants to take. So real quick,
I don't think.
here to deliver some demands, offer you a chance, yield or fight. Oh. The rebels don't deserve the town. They're ready to see it burn. Just because they don't like the Battanians. And their rule. And also, you know, we'd need to reclaim this place anyways. There we go, took his horse out from under him. Alright, you know what? You guys follow me? Let's just deal with that brigand real quick. Alright. Let's watch that glorious charge of cavalry. We got them on the right path. Okay, that hill's enough that where you can't get the speed bonus necessarily. Alright, one of our cav got knocked out. It's fine. Because we can bring him back through for another pass. Alright. And from there,
Soldiers! Attack!
let's give the infantry the order to charge here. I actually knocked out one of the Sturgian hunters with the horse. Nice. Alright. Let's go ahead and have
Warriors!
cavalry engage. We're going to order the engagement now. And I'm going to charge in with the polearm. Hey, Datello. Take those bones. Well then. I was targeting the wrong people. Well then. Easy enough battle. Let's get these guys up here. Ah, the dancing dragons. Aren't they grand? I should take these guys just in case. What I need to do to prep for another siege is we need to keep a large prisoner retinue. And kind of let them get recruited here. Either that or I need to go and raid a few settlements and get the ability to recruit bandits. How you doing, Decello? Let's see, who got a level up? You did. Okay. That's good. For our companions, we're gonna give them party size. Let's see, we've got you customized for on foot for during sieges, so let's do that. This just rebelled. Next few battles are auto battle. Alright. Well, first off,
Stop there.
can't have this one riding around here. So, let's just do that.
I give.
You're now our prisoner. Let's take some prisoners. That works because it helps me speed things up here. Even if it will cause a few extra losses. There we go. We're gonna quickly... I see. That's your plan. Smart. Very smart. Trying to wear down my army through attrition here, I see.
Enough.
Luckily, we're decent enough at, you know, leading our troops from the rear here, that we can just send them in like that. Okay. We have enough food for this. My only concern now is where Sturgia's army is. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna start sieging. Alright, we'll get 2 of those built. Mm-hmm. They're trying to steal this from me. So they really don't like me here. Let's get 2 trebs and a ballista. So what they're going to do is they're going to try and take this after we've taken it. So we definitely don't want to break the walls. Alright, one of the rebels just escaped. How bad would this be? Hold on. This isn't recruiting. Okay, they're still afraid. Good. Good, they fear us. Also means their armies are all infantry. Okay. Their garrison's about to get choked out here. This'll be the... You know, since you said a few is, you know, 2 to 3. We'll have this be the final auto-resolve battle, but... Let's go ahead and do this. Use ballistas because they can't destroy the walls here. And they go up very quickly. Just get that garrison down. Let's get one more ballista up. And there we go. Let's see. Please don't be too bad. We had siege supremacy here. We have number supremacy. Our people just need to get in the walls there and actually win this. And it's a victory. Ooh. No thanks are necessary to any of you. That works, because now we get their whole troops for rescuing them. Alright. What do you say, Hardy? That satisfy you there? We took a siege completely, you know. Oh, fine. We'll go get a large battle then for you. With the auto-resolve still. Alright, prosperity change. None at all. Good. Alright. Let's quickly do this. Now, they're actually going to be fine with me, by the way. Simply because... We are of the Sturgian faction. This isn't for us anyways. We're just gonna do this real quick. Get some numbers in the garrison here. Let's see. We'll give a few of those guys. And... you know, a very small garrison here. For now. And we'll put these guys in too. Let's see. Where were they? There we go. Let's go ahead and stop with any of this stuff. none of this is the important thing right now. The important thing will be training militia. And dropping food in their bellies here. By way of, you know, selling them some sheep, some hogs, and all that. And some of our extra supplies here. Okay. Also, how many prisoners? Let's just ransom off the militia that I think I accidentally took here. Yeah. Ransom the peasant warriors back. There we go. And quickly, since these guys were trying to interfere, quickly do this. How do I get the... Eh, whatever. We'll get that sell penalty for equipment. These two here need to pay, of course.
I give up.
Alright, there we go. Says we're over our prisoner limit. That's fine for a moment. Yeah, you were getting ready to siege. Or I guess not. They did not have enough food here for that. They must have been waiting on an army. Okay, we have exactly enough room for our prisoners. Alright. You two. Come on. You wanted to be in the city so bad, right?
It's been a while.
Here, you'll get to see inside the city. Just, you know, take a look out your window in a moment. When, we get you to your room.
I give.
Okay, we still want them to be the raider side, so let's do that. And did you have the food? You did not. We'll still take it because it's stuff I don't have to buy. Alright. Their loyalty is actually really good to me right now. Okay. So we need to get this fixed. They're starving. There's security issues. There's the nearby hideout we need to actually clear here. Let's go ahead and clear out some of these bandits.
Mess with us.
Yeah, we'll take these bandits. Drop off the Sturgian warriors. They're free to go. And let's go ahead and see. Oh, I almost forgot to drop, you know, we almost forgot. Our noble friend here really wanted to see the inside of the dungeon, so there he goes. Alright, we have food. Security issues are a little bit less from that slight garrison. We've got some militia. Let's get over here. Hey, boom. We just took another city, and we're just securing it here. And we had to take it the hard way since Hardy gave me a challenge to use only the auto-resolve here. For a bit. But it worked out. How you doing? Alright, I actually want some knights here. I mean, we took the city and everything, and we were doing a little bit extra for it. I'd say we completed it, but, you know, who knows? He also may have tried setting us up for attrition failure here. I'm gonna have to really be good at leading from the rear then, rather than charging in like a madman. Alright. Nope, nope, I know what you're trying. You get out of here. You are not allowed to do that. You are not allowed to try and set up an army right next to my city. How dare you? Alright. We'll do this last one as an auto-resolve here. This will be the last one. You know, an army's worth of men. And another captive for the dungeons here. Alright. Bandits, welcome aboard. You're always welcome in this army. At least when I'm in need of troops here. Everyone else is good. Ooh. How you been, Boom? How was, Dune Awakening been treating you? Got an Eden again, or, lost in the sand? Let's see. It looks awesome. Survival games are normally hit or miss for me, but that one looks really good. Would you just wake back up, Neon? Or is it the realization that a survival game being good? Alright, we'll give the Housecarl boots there. Shouldn't be anything else here. Housecarl. You know? Nice to tell him. That's pretty good, actually. If it's able to pull you away from a game you already enjoy, that actually makes it, you know, even more impressive. I got very burnt out on survival games after playing Ark with a buddy just as a two-man tribe and doing, at least, this was before New Genesis Part 2. We did literally everything. that the game had to offer, which may have burnt us out. And don't get me wrong, we were efficient. I may have been the resource gatherer too, so that probably didn't help things. It was fun, I'll give it that. It's just, after so much time with it, especially with how the PvP's set up, the cracks start to, you know, kind of push us out. I have not played Icarus. Let's see. I still will play stuff like Grounded to that. That one's one I can still play and not feel burnt out on.